Thank you for all the nominations for Peter's Welsh Rugby Heroes 2016. We were inundated with nominations, which really highlights the great work that is going on at clubs throughout Wales. We are at the home of Welsh Rugby with the 15 finalists of this year's Peter's Welsh Rugby Hero competition. Let's go and meet them. We're going to spend time with each of the finalists as we go on a tour of the stadium so that we can get to know a little bit more about them, so that you, the public, can vote for your favourite. The finalist that receives the most votes will win £5,000 worth of Under Armour kit and equipment for their club. Plus, each person who votes will be entered into a draw to win 2 tickets for Wales versus Italy on March 19th, here at Principality Stadium. So let's go and meet our finalists. I'm here with Julie Morgan, who has been Mini and Junior Fixture Secretary with Bryncethin RFC for the past 10 years. Julie, welcome.
Thank you.
Tell me how the Mini and Junior section has grown in the past 10 years.
Well, from the start of it, obviously we were low in numbers, and by knocking on people's doors and getting the children up there, we've gained a massive junior section especially. We're running currently a 16s down to an under 12s. Always on the lookout for new children, always. And obviously we need an extra coaches, etc. But yeah, very, very successful.
And what motivates you? What keeps you going?
The children. The children. And when I see they're wearing that badge, it still brings a tear to my eye. Every time, every time.
This is Darren Williams from Abercwmboi RFC. You've been with the club for 9 years, and you're currently second team and senior youth coach.
Yeah.
I hear you've managed to fundraise a lot of money for the teams each year to go on tour. How have you managed to do this?
Through current events, like when we were younger we were able to do backpacking, but we've done like exercise bike rides down in Cardiff city centre. Just basically anything which is a fun, enjoyable thing for all the boys to get together, have a bit of a team building exercise. If you'd asked me 9 years ago, would you commit for 9 years, I would have been, gosh, I don't think so. I don't think I'd have the time or the patience, but after being with them for so long now, we're more of a family as well as a rugby team.
This is Keith Ruggles from Pontyclun RFC. Keith has been with the club for over 40 years and has held positions from committee member, director of rugby.
Grassroots rugby, yeah, that's what we're looking at, especially the minis and junior section. It's a good number there. We look for sponsorship, obviously, but then fundraising during through all the club. Fun days we've arranged over the last couple of years. Penavan, where the under 12s, under 13s in the summer walked up there. Great for the kids, not very good for the parents.
This is Neil Cole. Neil's been with Clwb Rugby Cymru Caerdydd for over 20 years and is currently a coach there.
I started as a player, went on to become captain, got a player of the year a couple of times, and then I moved on then after got to the end of my playing career. I started coaching the firsts, and then I stepped back and I'm now responsible for coaching the juniors, which we've got a new setup. We've only been going for 5 years, and we started with 15 children. And now we've got 200 children on the books. So one of the boys got injured with a head injury, Dylan, and I've just done 50 miles 50 times when I turned 50, so in a year.
Fantastic, good way to keep fit.
Yeah.
This is Jan Toms. Jan has been part of Penallta Rugby Club for over 15 years and is currently secretary of the Mini and Junior section.
Yes.
What do you enjoy most about being part of Penallta Rugby Club?
Friendship. Fun, enjoyment, providing a safe environment for the kids to play in.
And you're obviously at the heart of the club. You know, what keeps you motivated?
Just seeing the kids' enjoyment, seeing them on a Sunday morning, running round, and in their training sessions. It's basically just being around the kids.
This is Barry Williams. Barry has been part of Welshpool RFC since 1991. Barry, as a junior coach,
yeah.
I understand that you like to see up and coming talent. You know,
Yeah.
how would you go about doing that?
Well, you just get them on the pitch. You know, you can put them through all the training sessions you like, but the important thing is getting them out on the field, getting a shirt on them, getting them playing. About 5 years ago, as a club, we were really struggling. We only had a senior team just about and a youth team. Now we've got everything from under 7s up to 16s, 3 girls sides. and we're up to about probably getting on for 200 children from a starting base of nothing.
This is BYRON HAPGOOD, and BYRON has been part of Monmouth RFC for over 45 years and has held every position on the senior committee.
I joined in 1970, and at that time the club was just a small pub, and we've redeveloped the club over that period of time, and we now accommodate a young rugby section of over 250 young lads and girls playing rugby. At senior level, we still maintain 3 senior sides, but the club has come on from strength to strength over the years, and I'd like to think I played part of that.
This is Janet Edwards. Janet has been part of RTB Mini and Junior section for over 18 years and is currently treasurer.
Correct.
You've done a lot of fundraising over time. What impact has that had on the club?
Well, it's been an excellent impact because obviously we rely on fundraising for kit, etc. So it's been absolutely wonderful. What I enjoy the most is being part of a team, is meeting new people, and I love the children. I'm fondly known as Jan the cooker.
This is Jonathan Rogers. Jonathan has been with Llantrisant RFC for over 5 years and is currently chairman and coach of the mini and junior section.
That's right, yeah.
How have you built the junior section up from 3 players to now over 170 players over the past few years?
The first day I took my son up there to play, I was under the Minis, the Millennium Handbook, and I was asked if I could help out. It gradually built up by the end of one season to about 7 players, which we had enough kids then to take to a tournament. We won the tournament. From there, we had about another 14 players turn up that wanted to play for us, which is great because it increased the numbers. So we go on from under sixes that do like a fun session. We've got 26 of those, and then we got under sixes all the way up down to under 12. So it's basically the sustainability of the club.
This is Marge FARR. Marge is currently team manager at Tigers at Caerphilly Rugby Club.
That's correct.
You've been there for over 6 years. Tell me about your role.
Basically, I just try and get all the girls together, make sure they turn up for training, make sure they turn up for match days, and generally enjoy their game of rugby. We've got 2 girls who've already represented Wales, and we've got some of the other girls who play for the Dragons. So my aim is to get lots more of the girls in them Welsh shirts, and hopefully they will. I enjoy every aspect of the rugby, but watching girls myself, because obviously I used to play rugby many, many years ago, and I would like to see the majority of them girls get Welsh shirts. That's all I'm aiming for.
This is Chris Jones. Chris has been secretary with Newcastle Emlyn Rugby Club for over 38 years since the club started in 1977.
When we were founded in 1977, we had absolutely nothing. We didn't have a field to play on. We didn't even know if we had a team or anything like that. We've now gone. We've gone from having a farmer's field, which we bothered to have 1 pitch on, and we've gone basically from being a Llantrisant district side in 1977. We are this year playing in the Welsh Rugby Union Championship. It's just fantastic feeling when you see, first of all, a big crowd on a Saturday to watch, whether it's the first, seconds or youth, and then on a Sunday when the place is packed and heaving with little kids running about the place.
Our next finalist is GLYNDWR REES. GLYNDWR, you've been president of Ystradgynlais and been involved with the club for over 55 years.
Yeah.
So tell me about your time with the club.
I joined the club 61, 62, played for about 10, 12 years, and then I went as secretary of the club, and then from secretary I've given a great honour in 2002 when I was made president of my club. But what I'm not a president with money or a Rolls Royce. I've got a bloody good pair of Wellingtons, and I'm more at home marking a field, clearing dressing rooms. This is what we all work for at Grassroots, is to have one of our boys with a red jersey on. Blue and white jersey is good in Ystradgynlais, but I'd love to see a couple with a red jersey on as well. And that's my job in Ystradgynlais. Part of a team. Part of a team, that's what I am, part of a team.
Our next finalist is Keith Parry. Keith is the current president of Caernarfon Rugby Club and has been a member for over 30 years.
You know, for a small club, we've got over 200 kids turning up on Friday evening, yeah. And on the Sunday it was a home game with the mini rugby. Well, clubs inundated, you know, with the away teams and home teams. We've also got a women's rugby team which I established in '96. So, and we currently got under 16s and an under 14s for girls as well in the club. So I coach the under 11s mini rugby. I'm also still refereeing.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And I also play for the side's veterans rugby side as well.
Our next finalist is Keith Stone. Keith Stone is the current Treasurer, Fixture Secretary and Head of Coaching at Maesteg Celtic Rugby Club. He's been a member for over 20 years.
It's just the family environment. I like to get the children back playing rugby. As I said, I'm on the streets, you know, it's great. Going into the schools, just get them on the field basically, and starting from the bottom, and hopefully that one day they could be out here playing.
Our last finalist is Andy Lewis. Andy has been a member of Brecon RFC for over 30 years.
Probably got over 250 kids playing regularly on a weekend. We've also I also help operate the Minis and Festival tournament every year at Easter time, where we get 10 teams in age groups under 7s, under 11s, so we get 50 teams, bringing 750 children to Brecon to play. Just seeing the children running around on the weekend is enough to keep you motivated and want you to be involved with the club. I think just seeing the youngsters enjoying rugby and having the opportunity to play. We live in a rural area where opportunities for youngsters are quite sparse anyway, so it's just nice to see them enjoying the game.
So there we have it, our final 15. It's now up to you, the public, to vote for who you think should win the title of Peter's Welsh Rugby Hero 2016. The finalists with the most votes will receive £5,000 worth of Under Armour kit for their club. And you could win 2 tickets for Wales vs Italy here at Principality Stadium on March 19th. Good luck.